Hey, Mark Newsome, nice to see you, my man. You had breakfast now?
I just finished munching, man. That's why I had the screen dark.
Okay, Mark, meet Chris. Chris is new to us today.
Hello,
Mark's
Mark.
from
How are
Hey,
you?
Chris, pleasure to meet you, bud.
You too. You too.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
Chris. How you going,
Good,
Christian?
Christine. How are you?
Yeah,
We've
I'm
known
really
each other
good.
for a long time.
Well, quite a while now, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We keep popping up all over the place.
We do. In fact, I saw one of your posts today about the camera. If there's no
Oh, okay.
light, if
Lighting.
yeah,
Yeah.
if there's no light, the
Mark,
camera can't, and the camera can't see you. Well, neither can your viewers.
That's right.
Mark, I encourage you to please put your last name because when people watch this, somebody might want to check you out.
Right.
this is so true.
The three dots in the upper right-hand corner of your square, if you'll click on that, and there's a tab that says rename, and you can put Mark, the greatest such and such, and last name too, or Mark last name.
Thanks, bud. Okay.
Besides that, we want to connect. We
Brian's
want to
birthday.
connect with you.
Hey, John, nice to see you.
Good morning.
John.
Zoom wasn't liking me. Good morning,
Hello,
sir.
Jay.
Good morning. Good morning, Yvonne. Love it. Are you in Jamaica or are you in Florida? Where are you?
Good morning, everyone. I am still
Good.
in Jamaica, Peter. I leave for US
Yvonne.
on Saturday.
Morning, Vaughn.
Hi.
Good
Good
morning.
morning to my lady,
Morning.
Miss Yvonne Jones. How you doing, sis?
I am doing splendidly, thank you, Brian.
Yvonne, please meet Chris. Chris Willems. He's his first time with us today.
Hello, Yvonne.
Well-
Good to meet you.
Welcome. Nice to meet you as well. And I like comfortable, confident, and credible. I like
Incredible
that.
on camera. Yes, that's what I do.
We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah. It's all lies.
Look at the lady of the day, the woman of the year, Miss Christine.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
John,
Gotta
we
hear
were
those
worried
words.
about you because you were last to arrive.
Zoom didn't like me this morning.
Oh, I think it was Mr. Trump. He's messing with the internet until you guys all decide to come over to America and become Americans.
He got a lot of people riled up with that one.
Yes, he did.
Hadn't even taken office yet.
He's working. All right, there's in the interest of time, I think we'll get going because it'll be late for some people. So, hello everybody, welcome to episode, John, I got this right this time, episode 199, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Episode 199 of our Your Next Level Mastermind, and our topic for today is clarity, the most underrated strategy for business success. For those who are watching the replay, I say this every week and I want to make sure people do actually get this. We're getting up there in terms of the number of subscribers, but we need more people. If you're watching this, don't just watch it. Don't just click a link. Book a time with these people. They're giving up their valuable time to share with you, and they can open doors that you didn't even know were there. They can provide opportunities to you that you didn't even know existed. Well, can provide a range of experiences, support, and a whole lot of things. And it's free. We should be charging you for it, but you're getting free access to these people, whether it's Chris in Brisbane, Australia, or Brian, or Mark over there in Texas, or John up there in the cold country, wherever the heck he is in Canada, right? Yvonne in Jamaica. I mean, these people are here for you. They're here for you. So please make sure there's a link underneath this video on YouTube. Click the link, book a time with them, and talk with them. Talk with them. Make the most of this opportunity when you've got these people available to you. They are part of a family. They are loyal. I trust them with my life. And I want you people who are watching to take the opportunity. They're not there to try and scare you. They're there to tell you the truth. Okay, they'll tell you what it's all about. And if you want to talk to someone like Brian McNeill, he'll tell you a whole lot of things when it comes to sales, right? Or Altaf, which we'll find out in a minute what Altaf's all about. If I can see him under the stars in the dark. There you are.
as all of members know that I provide app development service, but along with my business services, I help people to use the software with optimum benefits, maximum benefits, but they don't know how to check the return on investment. What are the amount they are investing, whether they are getting the proper returns out of that or not. Here.
Thank you, Altaf. Thank you.
Thank you.
But
Peter.
you failed to say the most important thing of all. What is it that you do?
I provide the format and I help people to find out the return on investment for the software development and the software maintenance.
Is there anything you want to ask the group?
Yes, I have to ask the group. I'm looking for insurance sector experienced people who are currently active and those from the North America, USA, Canada, or Australia.
Let me get this right. You're asking people here, do they have someone in their network who's in the insurance industry? Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Altaf.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Right. Patrick Dwyer, I'm going to come to you because I am very impressed with this new product of yours, that little sneak the other day. My goodness gracious, it's good. Patrick Dwyer, followed by Yvonne Jones. Over to you, Pat.
Well, thank you, Peter, and welcome to our new guys. It's great seeing you here. We appreciate you joining us. Hey, everybody. I'm Pat Dwyer, and I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. It just turned 6 o'clock in the morning out here, so we get up a bit early for these, and I really enjoy them. Very simply, I just show people how to make money, and I use the leverage of network marketing and a company called My Daily Choice as the vehicle to build my own business. And what I do is I used to do is sell the company or sell the business as a way to be just a consumer. And now we have something that really changed my mind on the way I market this. And it's interesting how much response we've been getting on it. So, well, now we have a product that's changing my views on marketing. It's growing all over the world, and especially in some of the poorest countries. And it's been incredible. Our second market right now is Eastern Europe. And it's a product that allows you to trade investments where you don't have to be an expert and you don't have to have a bankroll. So we enable the newest beginner to leverage other people's trades with other people's money using a tap to trade option on your phone. If you want to learn more about this and see how this works, just connect with me. My details are in the messages. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much, Pat. Thank you indeed. Yvonne Jones, followed by Vangelis.
Excuse me. Hello, everyone. I am Yvonne A. Jones, a relationship building strategist and a personal business coach. And I'm located in Jamaica at the moment. Next week, I should be in Florida. So, you know how entrepreneurs and small business owners spend a lot of time online, especially on social media, but they're not getting the results. I help them leverage those untapped opportunities so that they can build authentic connections, build strong relationships, and grow and thrive. I also do this through my Connect framework. In addition, because of my personal experience and what I see today about people not creating boundaries and practicing self-care, we don't do as much as we should as business owners. We spend so much time working in our business that we hardly ever take care of ourselves. When was the last time you took a real vacation? Brian, don't answer because I think you took one recently. Where's he? But there you go. But this is what I help others to do. And I do this. I added this into my business because of my own previous experience. And I find myself getting back into bad habits where I don't take enough time for self-care. So again, I am Yvonne A. Jones, and my details are there. I have my link tree that includes everything. If you're on LinkedIn, I'd love to connect with you. Thank you, and have a fabulous day.
Thank you very much, Yvonne, and beautifully spoken indeed. There's no doubt about that. And Elena, lovely to see you. Wow. Welcome.
Thank you. Good
Welcome.
to be here.
Hi, Elena.
Hi, Alan. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay.
That's good to see you.
Okay. Vangelis, over to you, followed by Mark, because he's had breakfast now, so we can get him to talk in a minute. Vangelis,
Hello,
over to you.
everyone. My name is Vangelis, and I'm here in Costa Rica right now. You know how many companies make huge investments in training programs, and do you agree that they don't always receive the results they want, not the return they expect in productivity? And while some training programs are very valuable, most teams struggle to apply that new knowledge effectively. Now, why is that? Do you think maybe it's the content, or maybe it's the instructor, or something that maybe is not presented correctly? So in some cases, it may be, but not at all. So people hire me because my services go beyond their traditional business approaches to solving business challenges. Many people use my services because companies, they can see improvements in productivity, seamless operational efficiencies, and better communications and clarity of vision, which is what our thing is today. And so these different things are why people like to use my services. So basically, I help companies improve whatever type of improvements they want to see using different types of tools to help them go beyond the traditional business tools.
Thank you, Vangelis. Thank you indeed. And of course, you are very humbled by not saying that you've been around for quite a while and you've got all sorts of experience from all parts of the world, right? 40 plus years, correct?
Yes, correct.
So no one in management can tell you any lies. Well done, well done. Mark Newsome, followed by John Allen. And before you do that, Mark, Elena, please put in the chat your contact details so people can actually get in contact with you directly and book a time to talk with you. All right? Put it in the chat and I'll put it into YouTube. Sorry, Mark, over to you, followed by John.
Okay, thank you, Peter. First of all, I'm just basically a direct response marketer. It's just a fancy way of saying if you advertise, promote, or market, we try to maximize it. Now, Brian pointed out something very powerful that I need to put my information in there. That's marketing. So what I do with your business is try to look at it through a quick little audit, if it's just, a strategy session. And I guarantee you, there's some things we can maximize that you may not even have thought of yet. So the short of what I try to do is take what you already have that's working, boost that, take stuff that's not working as well, and try to boost that. And in the short of it, that's really, it could be email, your copy, your approach, how you talk to people in the first conversation, how you follow up, blah, 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 on and on and on. So, because I want to hear everybody else, but let me just point out one thing, Peter. There's 13 of us on here, 13 different individual expertise. If I try to write something for everybody, it's not going to work. But if I focused on one person and found out what they're about, then I can write something that is going to appeal to them. So when you do this mass marketing, advertising stuff, you're throwing away money. So if that kind of stuff interests you at all, I might be somebody you want to talk to. And Peter, let me say one other thing, because you asked, was there anything we'd like to ask the group? I just got off a podcast yesterday with a gentleman who's big into the AI. He's looking for investors. So Peter, you and John automatically jumped in my mind. So I'm going to send both of you this guy's link. You can check it out. It may not go anywhere, but I have to put that out there. But okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. And for those, check out Mark's latest post on LinkedIn. And I mean, we've all heard about OPM, other people's money, but he's renewed another approach. Okay. OPA, other people's audiences. And I think it's a very clever post. And Mark, I'm jealous because I don't know how to do the things you do. How do you make those slide things on LinkedIn? I wish I could do that. I mean, Chris can do that because he's a video expert. But is it hard to do? Is it hard to make those posts like that? Mark?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. I thought you were talking to Chris.
I'm talking about your post. You do it in slide.
They call it a carousel. You want to hear something funny? A gentleman does the I write the post. He turns it into a carousel. You can use Canva. He uses Photoshop. But then what I do is he sends it back to me and I tweak the text.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Anyway, it's a darn good post. And I always enjoyed what you do because you're practical.
And I appreciate all the support, but with the repost, much appreciated.
No problem. John D. Allen, followed by Chris Willems.
Good morning,
John.
good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm John D. Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching. Mark, thanks, because hey, you still make my computer valid. And that works good. You have somebody else do it for you, and then you just do a little tweaking here and there. That works great. What I do, ladies and gentlemen, is I mentor financial planners, small business owners, insurance agents, coaches, because a lot of people are using outdated information. Our good friend here, Brian K. McNeill, could tell you about that. And a lot of stuff that's being used doesn't work anymore. And yet they still try and use it, and they wonder why their business doesn't grow. So what I do is I help people get their prospects or ideal prospects to book on their calendar. And then through using comfortable conversations, they can build trust in one call and then do business with these people. Trust is the new currency. And without trust, nothing's going to happen. You hear Mark talking about there's social trust and there's business trust. Social trust is you get your nice likes and all the rest of that crap on LinkedIn and all the rest of it. Your business trust is where people want to hire you. That's what you want to strive for. You do need both, but business trust is what's going to bring you the money. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, John. Who did I say was next? I've forgotten now.
Me.
Chris.
Chris. Oh, my goodness. My apologies.
I'm the newbie. I smell new. My name is Dr. Chris Willems, Arts Media Consultants. I help business owners and professionals and executives who hate presenting get to love it. I've been doing about 24 years in the corporate sector, and prior to that I was a professional mime artist for 25 years. And so I've specialized in non-verbal and on-camera communication because I also have a background in television. And that's that's the particular skill I bring to presentation, whether that's on stage or on screen. It's about body language. It's about the topic today is clarity. It's about clarity of one's communication in terms of the physicality of that communication, particularly. Dr. Chris Willems, Arts Media Consultants. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, and welcome to the family. Welcome. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
We had a conversation the other day, Chris and I. We booked for 30 minutes, and 2 hours later, we sort of shut up.
It was a very good conversation.
It was. Okay, Brian K. McNeill, always love to hear your thoughts, followed by Mary. Are you ready to go, Mary? Are you there, or are you with the children? If you're not, let me know. But Brian, you're first. Over to you.
Good morning to everyone. And I agree with Mark that people in this room right now are freaking amazing. My name is Brian K. McNeill, and I'm the sales confidence leader. Because there are a lot of people that offer amazing services that genuinely do help other people. But a lot of times the people that offer these services, they do not earn the money that they could or that they should. And very often the reason why they don't earn that money is they simply do not know how to sell it well, or they are using antiquated methods of selling that no longer work. And what I do is I teach them what to say and do so they can sell themselves, which they often forget, and their services better than they ever have before so they can earn more money. And I do it through my coaching, through my workshops, my talks from my platform, or my books. I've actually written 7 books. I want to say I'm excited about Dr. Christian Willems in the room because I imagine his 25 years as a professional mime artist has uniquely prepared him for his world as teaching people how to present. That sounded exciting to me, just hearing how that can piggyback this career here. So I'm looking forward to learning more about you. And the topic of the day, clarity. This clarity is the C in the new ABCs of selling? And we'll get to it.
Thank you, Brian. You want to take over as host?
I could, but you do such a great job.
Mary, God bless you. Mary, followed by Christine, the Woman of the Year. Mary, over to you.
I'm Mary Stanley, and as a mother of 2 autistic children and a 15-year veteran with the U.S. Army, I create Supportive Minds. And what I do is I teach families how to understand neurodiversity, primarily autism and ADHD. And I help you, one, understand your child, and I help you not settle. Breaking down the problems to what the issues that create that problem help them to lead a life that they're meant to live. It's all about them becoming individuals, and it's all about you working with them so that you can have that loving environment with few stressful days, and remembering that all kids are stressful. All kids are monsters. The label has nothing to do with it, and it's with this whole world of understanding that we can live in a world without labels eventually. And due to my own mental health struggles, I now help veterans and individuals struggling with PTSD and reintegrate into society.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Christine, do we call you Christine? Do we call you Woman of the Year? What do you prefer?
Christine. I'm still Christine. Yeah.
Christine, followed by Alan Edwards.
Thanks, Peter. Yeah, it's great to be here. Are you heading down the highway of hell? Well, the thing is, do you have aches and pains? Do you have trouble sleeping? Do you find your concentration flags, your energy flags, and you're irritable with everybody, and you know you're so busy that you don't have time to eat properly? Then you are definitely heading down the highway to hell. And that will land you with chronic disease, because chronic disease happens over a long period of time. And those things that I just mentioned are warning signs that you are developing chronic disease. I want to prevent that. And I want to wellness and beyond. And I have a product that I'm about to launch. It's a subscription-based wellness program. And I want people to be well. I don't want them to suffer from those things. I mean, I'm 70. I don't have those things. I'm not restricted in what I want to do. I can sprint down the beach, yes. I can still climb a tree. And, you know, there's no, like, society says, oh, yeah, you're getting old, so you've got aches and pains. Wrong. You develop those things because you've got bad habits and behaviours that are causing those things. And if you get rid of those habits and behaviours, you can have this quality life. That's what I want for everyone. So look me up, have a free half-hour session. We can discuss whether we can work together or not. And if we're suited, let's have a conversation and get started.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alan Edwards, my man, okay, followed by Elena.
Great, thank you very much, Peter. Hi, everybody. I'm Alan from Hampshire in the UK, and my company is Alpus Group. We transform property values. So to illustrate what we do is we take, for example, closed down offices, empty offices, and convert them into flats. So we've got 2 projects in Alton near where I live. One is 5 flats, another one is 4 flats next door. The other side building potential to convert into about 26 flats. I've got another site which I just signed an exclusivity agreement on yesterday for up to 22 flats in Bath in Somerset. So why is it important? It's important because the country has a severe housing shortage in the UK. We're developing houses in at least one of these sites for vulnerable people. So what we do is we make one-bedroom flats in a block, for example, so a block of 10, and then there are visiting carers come in to attend to people who might have some form of disability, but basically are in need of long-term care. So we're providing, where there were 3 properties that I've just talked about, we are providing 5 plus 4 plus 22, so that's 31 flats, and the possibility to develop another 20. So we solve people's property problems. One of these buildings was a closed down care home, costing the owner £10,000 a year just to have sitting empty. We've taken away that problem. We create homes for people, and we also create great returns for investors. So that's in a nutshell what we do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm hesitant to ask this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Alan?
Go on then.
How are we going with the lawyers?
We completed one of the properties. We've got another ongoing saga with another one. I keep telling the lawyer, like I've told him I don't know how many times, to prepare this exclusivity agreement. We want to pay the money because we're in competition with 2 other parties, and he keeps writing to me and telling me the risks involved, and I know the risks, and I've just retold him again for about the 6th time, just get on with it.
Good. And every time by the way, every time he calls you, he charges you, right?
Oh, of course, yes. It's all racking up the bill.
Yeah. Elena, so nice to see you. Elena, over to you.
Yeah, nice to see you all, beautiful people. About me, I'm CEO of Mindset to Results. This is a company which mission has built through my life experience, and I help driven business owners and entrepreneurs to think big and achieve audacious goals. I created the program which is called the 6D method, 6-step formula from desire to destiny. And how we help business owners and entrepreneurs to achieve their big goals is working from within. Yes, this is a school which started from Andrew Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, book Think and Grow Rich. Also, Earl Nightingale, my mentor, was Bob Proctor. So this is knowledge which was accumulated within 150 years, and this is very deep study and understanding of human potential and success. And I put this in 6 steps formula, which is called 6D method. And also I have a podcast which is called Mindset to Results. We are close to hit 300,000 views just within 7 months. And also I'm founder of Circle of Fame. This is the platform for world-class experts to help them to be seen and heard. So the idea is to invite our guests, very, very amazing people who have so much expertise and knowledge, to come together and participate in panel discussions where we can discuss different topics. And I see that many of you are in sales, in marketing, and you're welcome to join us in Circle of Fame and join other experts and discuss your field of study and expertise, so we can promote you on our platforms and social media, and we can create long-lasting collaborations.
Thank you, Elena. I very nearly got on one of your books. We actually had a booking together, and we never quite connected. Something went wrong with the calendar link or something. Can you remember that?
Yes, now the links work. Yes, because that was that was.
So we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Yeah.
Yes. So now you can visit the website. All the links work. we were transmission from one platform to another platform. So few days we had that links from one system would not travel with us. So now everything is set. So you're welcome to join us and book a call or come to be a guest on our podcast.
Well, I would suggest, Alida, that you might reach out to these people here because they're a circle of fame, this family, and they can provide you with a whole range of opportunities and help you achieve your desire to destiny. Was that your tagline? I love that. Desire to destiny. Wow. Well done. Well done indeed.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. David, nice to see you. I didn't expect to see. Are you in China? Are you in Australia? Where are you?
Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter, everyone. I'm in China. I've got a really bad throat. I'm looking really run down. So I apologize if I don't sound my best. Excuse me. I thought I'd just come on and listen and learn.
Okay, well then I won't ask any questions.
Thank you.
All right. Nice to see you, David.
Oh, you can ask me. I try my best to answer if you want.
Do you want to say what you do? I mean, you've got a brilliant mission. Let's at least do.
Oh, I'm happy to have a go. Thank you. Yeah, my name is David. I live in Brisbane. Live in Australia for 40 years now. I came to China on a small business mission to buy stuff here and start a little trading business. My project in Brisbane is community homes. I started this project through struggle, actually. Through struggle at the lowest point in my life, actually. I wanted to help those people who gone through similar struggle. And I started community homes to provide a safe place for those people.
Good. And for that, could you make sure you put your details in the chat, because there's others here who haven't had the chance to actually know what you do, and he's got a brilliant mission, everybody. It really is a super mission, and I am proud of you. I'm very proud of what you're trying to achieve, to give people an environment like you're trying to do. Superb.
Thank you, Peter.
Superb. Okay, before we get to the topic, I've just got some apologies from Mark Engstar. He's asleep. He's in New Zealand, and he'll be here next week. He said, I want to be here for your number 200, Peter. He said, but I can't make it today. Lisa Anna Palmer was going to make it, but she's got a coaching commitment, so she can't be here. Glenda, our dear sister Glenda, right? She, as you know, her brother's been extremely unwell. She's with him right now and going to the specialist. Yogesh Kapoor, he just landed in Hong Kong. He said, if I can get on here, I will, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. And finally, Brenda Marie Sheldruck, she's as sick as a dog, so she couldn't make it. So they're the apologies for tonight. Our topic, charity. Oh, charity. I'm thinking about you, David. Clarity, the most underrated strategy in the business world. Okay. For that, put your hands up and I'll take you in the order that your hands are up. And I'd like your contribution and your thoughts about the importance of clarity when it comes to being a strategy for business success. And I'll start with you, Brian K. McNeill, and your hand is up. Where you go.
Thank you very much. Clarity, the new ABCs of selling. The C stands for clarity. Clarifying what is the right problem. Clarity, does the people around you, the people that you market to, the people that know you and love you, know what you actually do? Clarity. And clarity is dependent upon asking the next question, the next obvious question. So often we'll just accept something right away and not ask the next obvious question, and our clarity is always compromised when we don't. But clarity today, I believe, is more important in entrepreneurial pursuits than it has ever been before. That adage about find a need and fill it is not the case. Finding the right need for that particular person based upon questions. Clarity today, the seeking of clarity matters more now than it ever has been before, because we waste a lot of our brilliance addressing the wrong problem because we didn't ask the next obvious question. And I'm learning to do that better.
Well done, Brian. Well done. Especially when if you ask one question, all you're going to do is get a superficial answer in the first place, right? You got to keep digging deep. Well done indeed. You're right on the ball. Elena.
Yes, a question before I start, how much time we have? 1 minute or how much? So, because I can
Well,
speak.
I've got to be careful with the time. So try and make it as brief as you can, but by all means, I encourage you to share what you think.
Yes, so do I have 1 minute, 2 minutes?
Oh. 90 seconds.
Make it as brief as you can, but share what you got.
Go, go,
Yes.
go, 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 go,
Okay.
go.
Let's go. Clarity is #1 step in business, because you have to see that you have definiteness of purpose, why you want to do what you want, what you exactly want to do, what is your goals in business, and by what time you want to achieve those goals. So it should be clear to you what you are going to pay in order to receive what you want, because there is nothing for nothing. So you should have the definiteness, what you're going to do, what you want to sacrifice, what habits you want to put aside in order to make your goals clear for you, and also make your actions every day aligned with your goals. So the clarity is important, because you have to impress that idea, that big idea where you want to take your business into your subconscious mind. So you have to see clear where are you going and what is your vision, and support it with your feelings. Because if you want to have big goal but you don't feel and believe that you can be there, you will not be there. So there is the process how to achieve big goal. It is in business or in personal goal. When you start with clarity and you focus on that goal, using your will, that means that you exclude everything else what is not aligned with your goal from your life. And you can do it only when you have clarity. I hope it is good enough to to speak in 90 seconds.
You did
But
very well. You did very well. But by the way, where are you calling in from?
I am in Brighton.
Okay, thank you. And thank you. You did very well indeed. Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
she follows Bob Proctor, and we had him come speak at one of our conventions, and he said if he didn't get 3 hours, he wouldn't come. And so we gave him 3 hours, and he did an incredible job, which anybody can imagine.
Oh, Pat, you make me feel
That's
bad.
why I asked about time, because I can speak for
Yeah,
hours.
right.
I know, and I gave you 90 seconds. My God, I feel lousy now. Next time, Elena Moore. Yvonne, over to you.
Thank you, Peter. Now, I will take about 45 seconds to say that clarity eliminates assumptions. Too often, whether we're working with a client or even in our own minds, we assume, especially with clients, or even in a discovery session, we assume, we ask a question, and someone said it a while ago, but the answer is superficial, because the answer is never the real challenge is never the first answer. You have to ask supplementary questions to get to the root of the matter. And so we tend to just surface it, and then we assume we understand what's going on. And that's dangerous, especially as a coach or a mentor. We need clarity in our own message, because if we're not clear, then our message will not reach anyone. If we're not clear, then no one will be able to understand. No one will be able to understand exactly what we do, how we can support them. And so clarity, as Brian said, it's the new, what did he say? Anyway, it's the C in the ABC, which is critical.
Oh, I love you. I love you.
I'm losing my clarity here. So
actually,
we can't help everybody. So we have to be clear about what we stand for, what our values are, convey this to the people so that there's a connection, there's an alignment with our values, and then know how, speak in a way that they know who we help, and we are very clear about who we can help, because we can't help everybody.
well done. And that was a very extended 45 seconds. But that was pretty. I'm being naughty, sorry. By the way, Yvonne, interesting point. Please, if you don't know this, make sure you write it down because it's important. That a confused mind will never make a decision. All right? And that's another reason why you need to get clarity. Alan J.E. Edwards.
What to me? I had my hand up.
I can't hear you.
Alan is muted.
Alan, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to illustrate what the last three speakers spoke about by just giving an example of never making assumptions and asking the right questions and being absolutely clear what you want. I called on a lady at a property this morning, and I had a conversation with her about part of her property. Now, before I'd met this lady on another occasion, she never recognized me, and she told me that her property wasn't for sale at that time on the first meeting. So I assumed that her property wasn't for sale, but today she told me that her property was for sale. So this has quite a crucial bearing on what we intend to do, because we're neighbouring properties. So it does pay to sometimes ask questions repeatedly just to make sure that the situation hasn't changed, and absolutely never make assumptions about what's going on. And also you need to build trust with people, because I think the reason that the lady perhaps didn't give me the correct answer the first time I met her was because she was perhaps taken aback. She didn't want to give away information. And so you need to build trust with people in order to communicate with them effectively. So
Well
that's
done.
all.
Well done. Great case study example. By the way, Alan, there's one question you can ask repeatedly, and there's only 3 words in the question. And it's a way to use the words that makes it powerful. And the 3 words are, tell me more. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. And it's the way you use those words. If you say, tell me more, that's going to put people on defense. If you say, tell me more, completely different impact, right?
Yes.
Mark, over to you.
I actually thought Christine was ahead of me, but let me just say this really quick. Clarity to me, when you got, like Brian said and Yvonne said, when you're clear, you can write copy, business cards, postcards, headlines on websites, webinars, everything. Because if you know specifically who you serve and what you have to offer in terms of benefits for them, you're not ambiguous anymore. It's like when you read the newspaper, they're trying to be everything to everybody. No. If I say I'm a probate expert or specialist, then people who need probate stuff, they're going to look for me. So if you get clear and get clarity, you can be way, way, way ahead of your major competitors in a major way. Absolutely.
Well done. Thank you, Mark. Well done indeed. Christine.
Yeah, all of the different perspectives are fabulous and very valid. And as a wellness strategist, my strategy or my approach is from a wellness point of view. Now, if you're not getting the nutrients your body needs, like essential fatty acids, vitamins and minerals, your brain won't work properly, your body won't work properly either, and then you won't feel well, so you're not going to function at your best. So in order to think critically, in order to have focus and concentration, you need to have the right nutrients in your being taken into your body, but not just taken in, being uptaken by the body. So that's another important area. So you need to look after your wellness, because without that, think about it, the impact of not being well. You won't be able to work. You won't have time with your families. You need to be well. Take care of yourself. Look me up if you need me.
I think you're talking to me.
It will help your clarity of thinking. Be clear on what's important. Your health is very important.
Oh my God.
Clarity.
Guilty.
Clarity. Yep.
Okay. What about you, Chris? You got your hand up there?
Yes, I just put my hand on. It's fascinating listening to all these perspectives. It's great. Thank you very much to all of you. I go back to my life as a mime artist, and there's not a rule, but a principle in mime that the less you do, the more powerful it is, because that's when it's clear. If you clutter up the movement with extraneous movement, then the audience doesn't know what the hell you're doing. So it's really important to distill down to the very essence of what you need to do, and in other contexts need to say. So rather than clutter it up with other extraneous information, just to the information that's the central core of what you're trying to get across.
Well said, Chris. Well said. Yes, indeed. You can sure talk yourself out of a sale very quickly, very easily. No doubt about that. Altaf, over to you, and Pat. Then would you mind? Because you probably got a busy day. I'll come to you after Altaf. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oops. Altaf, over to
Yes,
you.
yes, I'm getting to know and I'm understanding the importance of clarity in business communication nowadays. About 6 months back, I started marketing my services on LinkedIn. I'm posting a lot of posts, publishing a lot of posts as well as articles on LinkedIn. And I'm using a lot of technical terms and which people are not understanding. And I'm getting that feedback from many senior business people. And that's why if my words are not getting understood, and I'm thinking that it is knowing that how they will understand my service better. So the importance of clarity is more specifically when someone is doing a technical business, and that too remotely, and approaching people on social media platforms. So my communication should be more clear. I'm actually understanding this from my experience.
Okay.
So back.
Let me help you a little bit, Altaf.
Yes.
Don't be fooled by the AI. AI is a very valuable tool. There's no doubt about that. But don't let AI represent you as a person. Don't do that. Okay. And in fact, it's far better. And there's people here know this more than I do, so I'm just sharing an opinion here. But to be quite honest with you, if you write the way that you speak, then your personality, your imperfect, authentic self will come out. Okay. And I'm suggesting to you with your posts on LinkedIn that you do that. You write as Altaf. You don't write as some technical person.
Sure. Thank you.
Food for thought.
Sure.
Okay. Have a conversation with people in writing. That's what you're doing.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Vangelis, and then I'll come to Pat because you haven't got your hand up yet, Pat. Vangelis, okay.
Two things. A lot of times you hear this phrase, just take action. That's never really worked for me. It may work for others, but I always have to have a clarity of vision before I take action, because it reminds me of the Cheshire Cat in the movie Alice in Wonderland. Which way should I go? Well, where are you going? I don't know. Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well,
the second thing I want to say is, when you're asking questions, make sure you ask questions in a way that you're not prompting the person for the answers you're looking for.
Very, very astute. Very astute. Because if you do that, people will become defensive and I'll see straight through you. Well said. Thank you very much. Okay, Pat, and then John. Wait, John, Pat.
Two quick things. Once you've made the decision what you want to do, put your plan together and take action as fast as you can. And that works for the majority of people, not for Vangelis, but he's got different plans. And then the other thing is when you were talking about the people that you are talking to, you just have to understand that people have to be in the right time in the right place. And so the ones that aren't in the right place for you, the other ones need to be just love them where they're at. If you understand what I mean, you just want to stay in constant contact with them some way. And eventually they'll turn around and like they did with Alan. And I'm sure he stayed in contact with that woman. And finally she came around and she was in the right place at the right time, made the decision to do the building.
And Alan was not persistent, but he was consistent.
Yeah. Well, just love them where they're at. Like I say, you're not trying to beat them up. You're just keeping them in the circle.
Exactly.
Well done. Well done. Elena's circle of fame, so to speak. John, over to you.
No, I agree with what everybody's been saying this morning. And the one thing is you have to talk their language, because if you come along, you're talking great, grand, and wonderful industry jargon, people don't understand it. Like Peter said, a confused mind doesn't buy. So they'll nod their head, they'll say yes, and they'll do all the great, grand, and wonderful things. And then you'll hear, I'll think about it, or I'll call you. And, you know, you got two chances, Slim and none, and Slim's out of town. So you're not going anywhere with that one. So the whole thing is, you have to talk to them on their level and in language that they understand. When you use the same words they do, they say, wow, you know, John really gets me, or Christine really gets me, or Van Gillies really gets me. They feel understood. People don't buy when they understand you. They buy when they feel understood. So in your clarity, make sure you're talking to them about their problems and what they're going through. They don't give a rat's ass about our solution, our program. They couldn't care less. What they want to know is, can you solve my problem? And this is where the trust comes in that we spoke about before. They don't have to know you or like you to trust you. But if they don't trust you, they're never going to buy from you. So keep your clarity when you're talking to them, and that's going to help you grow your business. Thanks, Peter.
Well said, John. Well said. And that's an interesting point you made, because the old-fashioned know, like, and trust factor, people always believe that you got people to like you before they buy from you. That's a lot of rubbish. If they don't trust you, they might like you, but if they don't trust you, what's the point of it, right? And there's a lot of people who will buy from people that they trust. They may not necessarily like them, but they trust them, and that's more important. That's much more important. So well done. Well done.
You know,
by the
prime
way,
example. Oh, sorry.
trust doesn't cut out being liked, by the way. I mean, they're not, you know, not opposing each other. So,
you know, just to that point, Peter, you know, when you go see your mechanic or your plumber or whatever, do you want them to sit down and talk to you about your family, their family, and all the rest of it? Or do you want them to do the job that they're supposed to do?
Yeah, well
Again,
done.
you're not going to invite them over to your house for supper, fix the toilet, the leak, or whatever, or fix my car. So that's where the trust comes in. But again, like Peter said, you don't have to know them or like them, you know, like them or that, but you do have to trust that they can do the job.
It's interesting, John, because we'll finish here because we're running out of time. But one of the things that stands by me is to have a conversation with a potential client for whatever business you are. But the conversation is in a doctor-patient relationship. Right? Think about that. You're the doctor and they're the patient. And basically, if you go to the doctor, he's not going to sit there and waste your time talking about where you went on holidays and goodness knows what, right? He's there to do a job to find out what your problem is. Where does it hurt? That's basically what it is. So, yeah. Before we finish, anyone's got a last thought before we go?
Yeah. Where does it hurt? It goes back when I went to the doctor that one time and I said, Doc, every time I do this, it hurts. He says, your finger's broken.
Did you just make that up, Petra?
No, it's an old one.
Any other questions before we go? Last call. All right. Well, I just want to say, first of all, welcome, Chris, for your first session with us and to the family. Welcome to you, Alina, as well. Thank you. Sorry, I kept you to 90 seconds. Next time I'll give you 3 hours if you like. Gee, that's a lie. That's a lie. You won't get those. Secondly, thank you for your contributions and for sharing your valuable time. And for those who are watching this particular replay, make sure everybody you click the 3 dots in the chat so you can actually save the chat yourself. Because I encourage each and every one of you to reach out to each other. That's more important than anything else. And for those who are watching the replay, reach out to these people there and book a time to talk with them. They are darn good at what they do. They believe in what they do, and they're there to serve and support you and to provide you with one thing that is really very greatly treasured in this world right now, and that is the truth. Right? We are surrounded with a lot of skepticism, distrust, and political rubbish, and God knows what. If you can provide people with the truth, you'll be a breath of bloody fresh air, right? So I would strongly suggest that will be your greatest secret to them. And for those watching, you can trust these. I trust every one of these people. I trust them all. Otherwise, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm not risking my reputation one bit at all by saying this, because every single one of these people you can trust. So thank you, everybody. Thank you again for your support of the family. Okay, and looking forward to see you same time next week. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best. And may the rest of the week be a fantastic one for all of you. Okay.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Great seeing everyone.
Everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
Great,
Bye for
great to
now.
be here.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
See you, everyone. Bye.